Hello and welcome to Resistance's Futile 7. Thank you so much for pressing the play button and well done for making the commitment to come to your mat today. For today, you're just going to need your TheraBand, and I would also suggest just getting yourself a pillow. We're going to be doing quite a lot of hip work today, and some of it's going to be lying on our side. And depending on how thick your mat is or how hard the surface is that you're going to be exercising on, it can be quite nice just to have that there in case you feel like your hips are just digging into the floor. So go ahead and grab yourself a pillow, get your TheraBand, and I will see you back on the mat in a second. Let's get this done. Let's do this, guys. Welcome, Paula. Good to see you. Um, so, we're going to start. We're not going to be spending much time in standing today, but we're going to take the band and we're going to turn ourselves into a, I don't want to say Christmas present. Christmas is very far away now, but you're going to wrap it above your knees. And I mean, obviously, the tighter you go, the more intense it always is, right? So, like, manage that tension to your disliking. One knot and then a bow is how I do it. So one knot and a bow, kind of like shoelaces, and then we're going to lie down. So just make sure that it's not going to cut off circulation, although that would be very hard to do. We're going to lie all the way down. Don't fall asleep again. And we're literally, guys, just going to spend a few moments breathing. So I'd like you to take your hands over your tummy. So specifically, I'd say index fingers meeting one another over your belly button. That's kind of a good place to rest your hands. And then we're going to close our eyes just for a moment and just try and relax your back into the floor. So settle in, relaxing the back of the shoulders into the mat, allowing the back of your neck to lengthen and your chin to tuck ever so slightly towards your throat. Try and allow the back of your head to feel rather heavy into the floor. So we're trying to just switch off any muscles that might be gripping here. For me, that's usually lower back musculature. So as soon as you start to kind of zone in on the area of your lower back, try and just actually relax those muscles. Take a big inhale in through the nose, and as you exhale, allow your rib cage to melt down into the ground behind you. So real sensation of grounding. Go for two more like that. And as you exhale and ground through the rib cage, try and allow your shoulders to relax into the floor even more to hopefully get more of an elongation through your left and your right collarbones. Well done. So hopefully you're feeling pretty grounded, no muscles too clingy here. Let's take our focus now to our hands on our tummy. So I want you to take a really big inhale into your belly, so like a belly breath in, and feel your tummy expand. Nice slow exhale if you can, as if you were exhaling into a straw. Go for about 5 more of them, and inhale in through the nose to fill the belly, so you'll feel your hands move. And an exhale, slow exhale, as if you were breathing out into a straw, like you're drinking, like, yeah, just a Coca-Cola straw. Keep breathing like that, guys. And as you reach that peak of your exhale, where your air is almost done, start to think about drawing your belly button in towards your spine. So you're almost thinking about switching on your core at the end of your exhale. Should almost feel quite natural. Go for one more. And just try not to tense into the shoulders as you kind of focus in on that breath there. Fantastic. Now we're going to do the exact same breath, guys. The exact same breath. But let's open up our eyes and we're going to turn it into more of an active hold in tabletop. So I'm going to place my hands alongside my body. I just want to make sure my lower back is neutral before I suspend my legs into tabletop. So if you want to take a few seconds just to check in with your neutral, you might like to arch and tuck a couple times through the lower back and through the pelvis. Keep going. Someone's just arrived. Keep going, keep going. And then once you have found your neutral spine, we're going to settle there. Slowly, guys, take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to suspend the legs into tabletop, hanging out right there. Nice and still. Welcome, Olga. So we're just placing the band, the TheraBand is around our thighs. So please just wrap your TheraBand around your thighs and meet us in tabletop position in a neutral spine. Okay, guys, so tabletop. If you could take your hands back to your tummy, again, inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out through the straw, as long as you can through that exhale. Nice elongated breath out. Inhale again in through the nose. Feel your tummy expand. Exhale out the mouth, nice and slow. Try not to lose your neutral here, guys. 3 more breaths like this, inhaling in through the nose. Good. Exhale through an imaginary straw. Last time, inhale in through the nose. Fill your belly. Good. Exhale through a straw. Well done. Place the feet parallel, hip width distance on the floor. Relax your hands down alongside your body. Take an inhale in through your nose and arch into your lower back. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your pelvis under, pick it up, and come into a bridge for me. As you come into that bridge, make sure that you're pressing down through the big toe edges of your feet. Inhale at the top. And exhale, slowly articulate your spine down. So 1 vertebra at a time on the way down. Keep going. Inhaling at the bottom, little teeny tiny arch into the lower back. Exhale to tuck, pick the pelvis up, lift, lift, lift. Press down through the big toe edges of your feet. Inhale at the top. And exhale, slowly lower it down. Now guys, keep on going. As you come up, you're going to start to feel that your legs are pressing into the band. Try and zone in on that pressure and equalize it. So your right leg isn't pushing into the band more than your left leg is. Try and find that equilibrium. As you come down, see if you can keep that little tiny bit of tension super equal as you lower your spine back to the mat. So you're keeping really equal tension on the band through the legs, and it's small, it's really small. Last four, exhale, tuck, lift, equal tension, big toes stay grounded. So as you start to zone into this tension on the band, hopefully you're going to start to feel those tiny little adjustments and movements left to right through your body. Tiny little movements left to right as you equalize your pressure onto the band. Last two, slowly up, equal pressure through the legs into the band as you lift. Equal pressure, big toes on the mat as you come down, that central line of your body. On the next time you come up, can you stay lifted for me? So you're going to stay up in your next bridge, hanging out at the top. Press down through those feet just a little bit more. Squeeze into your glutes just a little bit more, but soften your rib cage and soften your shoulders. Well done. So from here, I'd like to see if you could perhaps shift your weight into your right foot and extend your left leg out long. So reach your left foot and leg long. Take your left foot down and swap to the right. Reaching one leg out, slowly pausing and then taking it back and then swapping to the other side. As you do this, yes, well done everyone, looks good. Just try and lift your booties a little higher. Yes, nice. Good. Every millimeter counts. As you do this, guys, imagine you're balancing let's say a mimosa on our belly button. I know it's Monday, but you guys are here, so you deserve mimosas. Last four, reach and in. It's quite nice to exhale into intensity, so I would usually go for an exhale as I reach the leg long. 2. And last time, see if you can keep that leg extended. Whichever leg it is, see if you can hold it right there. Watch your mimosa, and you're going to see if you can open your leg out to the side into the resistance of the band and bring it in. Good. It doesn't have to be big, so don't worry about getting that leg crazy far, but really think about the mimosa, okay? I don't even drink mimosas, but I know it's a morning thing. Let's go for 3 more. Last 2. Okay, last one. Take that foot down. Try and keep your bum lifted. Get that original height again. So really lift your pelvis up. Ground through the big toes. Close the ribs. Extend your opposite leg out long. Pause. Focus on your mimosa. And slowly open the leg out to the side. Bring it back. Out to the side. Bring it back. I need to remind myself not to tense into my neck and take that focus into my core and my glutes. If that helps you, that's cool. Last 3, 2, looking good, guys. Last one. You're very, very good at protecting your mimosas. Place that foot down and lower your bum back to the ground. Well done. As soon as you get your bum to the floor, let's hug the knees into the chest just momentarily to lengthen the lower back. And then we're coming back into neutral spine with the legs in tabletop. So ideally, you can go straight from that hug of the knees into your tabletop position. Okay, so I want you guys now to keep your feet together. I'll angle myself a little. So the kind of inside edges of my feet are together. It's not my soles of my feet, just the inside edges of my feet are together. Neutral into the lower back. I'm going to take an inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to slowly open my left knee out to the left. It's kind of like a little clam. So Alyssa, we're going to do that move next, but try and keep your feet together for this one. okay? And then bring it back. So it's actually smaller. Just the little knee opens to the side, and then bring it back. Good. Keep your feet together as you open one knee out to the side. So your feet stay together, okay? Good. 4 more. So if you've ever done a clam, that's basically what this movement is. Sticking on the same side the whole time. 5 more. Good. Paula, just try and get your shins a little bit more parallel to the floor there so that you, yes. 3. Good. Nice. Yeah, I saw you corrected that as well, Olga. Well done. 3. Alessia, you as well. See if you can get those shins parallel to the floor. 2. Good. Last time, take it to the other side. So opposite knee opens out. Keep the feet together. Bring it in. Good. Very small movement, but you should start to feel a kind of combination of lower oblique, like lower abdominal, and hip. 5 more. Open. 4 more. Open. 3 more. Open. Good. 2 more. Open. Claire, just bring those knees a little bit, send them a little bit more forward. Yes. 2. And 1. Good job. Hug them in. I know. All right, so we're going to progress that movement. We're going to take it to what Alyssa was actually doing. The first kind of iteration was letting the feet separate and opening one knee fully out to the side. Slowly, slowly bringing it back. I want you to focus on the slow return, okay? The slow return is where it's at. So let's come back to the dreaded tabletop. It should be starting to get a little bit intense now. Holding tabletop this long. And you're going to open one knee out to the side. Slow return, guys. Slow return. Find your core as you bring that leg back. Good. Opposite leg out to the side. Good. Open. Pause. Slow return. Find your lower abdominals to bring the leg back. Good. And open. Keep your opposite butt cheek grounded. And then slow return. As that leg comes back, imagine your lower belly drawing into the floor behind you. Let's say about 4 to 6 more, depending on your pace. Looks very good out there. And 3. Good. And 2. Absolute last one. Open it up. Good. And close it down. Well done. Take your feet to the ground or give them a hug, whatever you want to do, whatever feels best. Great job. Should be like almost like a return of blood into the front of the thighs. Take your hands behind your head, elbows into your peripheral vision. Feet flat on the ground. Inhale at the bottom. We're going to take an exhale, bring our chest forward into flexion. Pause at the top, and then slowly come back down. Nice. Keep on going. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to lift you, keeping the chin tucked. Inhale to slowly lower. Good. Exhale to lift. Nice, guys. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, keeping the chin tucked, the back of the neck nice and long. Amazing. Now keep going, and I know you've got the band around your knees. You're going to have to navigate this. Next time you come up, I'd like you to hold it up there for me. And you're going to bring your right elbow in towards your left knee. So it's a little bit of like a crisscross into the resistance of the band. Good. And then slowly take it down. And other sides. We're going to alternate from side to side. So what is brilliant about this is that you're pulling your knee in against the resistance of the band, which is something called core compression, which is really good for you. You don't often get to train it that much. It's an exhale to lift and twist. As you come up, guys, I would love if you could keep both shoulder blades off of the ground. So in that top position, both shoulder blades are off of the floor. Let's try for 6. Nice. It's looking good. And 5. Well done. And 4. Very good. 3. And 2. And last time. Exhale. Pull. And slowly take it down. Amazing. So if you feel like I feel like the band is literally just digging into your thighs, adjust it, take a moment, and then we're going to up the ante on that movement. So if you feel like the next one is a bit too much, you stick with what we just did, okay? But essentially, we're going to do the same movement in a tabletop shape. So I'm going to take, again, my legs back to tabletop, hands behind my head again. Inhale, exhale to flexion, and then it's going to be an alternating kind of single leg stretch into resistance. Okay, I'm going to keep my head up and alternate from side to side for 10. Yes, guys, exhale to reach 9. Good. All my work straightening out the band was now literally thwarted in like 10 seconds. 7. Good. 6. Amazing. So really work through those legs. One knee is pulling in, opposite legs reaching forward. 5. This is your last little bit of ab work before we change, so really give it all you can for 3, 2, and 1, and take it down. Well done. Whew. I really hope you feel your abs a little bit. And your hip flexors, yeah. Okay, so guys, we're going to come into side lying. So we're going to lie. I'm just going to go on this side. You're welcome to mirror me. And this is where if you feel like your hips dig into the floor, you might like to use your pillow. But I'm not going to use one. All right, so side lying. You always want to make sure that underneath the waist, so the side of your waist that's on the floor, you're not going to be squishing that down into the earth. So you want to think almost about lengthening the top side of your body out nice and long, lifting your waist away from the ground, and we're going to extend our 2 legs out long. Okay? Nice. Your bottom arm can be bent straight, whatever you like. Okay? Top leg lifts up, and then slowly down. Good. So we're lifting into resistance. Good. And slowly down. So Alessia, your top leg, just make sure that you're not externally rotating. So what I mean by that is my knee is not going to be pointing up towards the sky. My knee is actually going to be pointing straight forward. So it's a pure lateral movement through the thigh. I almost want to imagine that I'm lying in a toaster and I don't want to touch the element in front of me or behind me. Good. That's good. 5 more. So knee stays pointing forwards. And 4. Pinky toe slices up. Now as you lift, just watch that you're not killing your, I call it the house for the church mouse. Don't kill the mouse. 3. And 2. Last time, lift and hold. Okay, now we're going to allow a little bit of external rotation through that top leg. So I'm going to, from my upper thigh, think about spiraling my leg upward so my knee now points a bit towards the floor. My pinky toe is pointing back towards the wall behind me. I'm going to try and pull back laterally towards the wall behind me and then bring the leg down. So now I'm slicing the room at a diagonal, reaching back. Yes. And forward. You got it, Claire. Well done. So you're coming back like half of the letter X. Exactly. So as you take that leg back, your lower back is going to want to fill in the gap, arch, right? So try and keep your tailbone really long as you send that leg back. Good. And just relax into that top shoulder there for me if you can, guys. Good. Alyssa, your left shoulder. Try and soften it a little. Yes. Yay, Olga, you've got fur family. Let's see a doggy. Yay. Try for 4. So you're sending the leg back and up. Yes, with external rotation. Should start to get a bit burny. 3. Good. Last 2. Find your tummy though, so don't lose that connection to your center. Last 1. Well done. Okay, now bring the feet back together, and then your top leg is going to go straight up again. So it's not going to go back the way. Yeah, I know. It's going to go straight up. And then we're going to see if we can start to walk on the moon. So my bottom leg is going to start to move forward as my top leg moves back. Use your top hand on the ground to help stabilize you and find your center, guys. Yes. Let's go for 6. Your top thigh should be pretty burny right now, I hope. 4. 3, as you could probably tell, today's focus is hips. 2. And last 1. Now I'm going to take my top leg and I'm going to bend my knee and put that leg down in front of my bottom leg. Nice. So the focus is now going to be the long underneath leg. We're going to try and find the inner thigh. So I'm going to think about my bottom leg. I want to try and turn that knee up towards the ceiling. Okay? Internal rotation of my bottom leg. And then I'm going to try and lift it up. Yeah, and then down. Good. So you're thinking about your knee of the bottom leg turning to the ceiling and then up. Nice, clear. Good. And down. So spiraling inward. I'm like so spoiled by you guys because you actually know what I'm talking about. Most people who come to my classes, like if it's the first time and you say stuff like that, internal rotation, what? So well done. 5 more. You can feel smug. And 4. Good. Last 3. Find your center. And 2. Lift a Rooney. Okay, last one, hold, all right? Lift and hold. And I want you to try and draw a circle at the top. Circling any direction. Now flex into that foot. So the opposite of a point. Flex into the foot, reach out through the heel, try and turn your big toe up towards the sky, turn the knee up towards the sky even more. 5 more in this direction, keep circling. 4, lengthening out of the hip. 3, 2, 1, reverse. Let's go for 10. 9, keep spiraling that knee up. 8, good. 7, you can do it. 6, 5, 4, very difficult muscle group to target. 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Bring both knees on top of one another. Great job, everyone. So we're going to come up. Let's go into the elbow first. Okay, so we're going to go to the other side in a sec, but before we go there, we're going to come up onto the elbow. And I just want you to push the floor away. My elbow is kind of underneath my shoulder here, right? You can go slightly in front, that's fine, but just make sure the elbow is not too close towards your body that your shoulder is past the elbow, okay? So at least shoulder on top of elbow. Press into the ground, and you're going to see if you can lift your butt up off the ground. Yes. Good. So Alessia, just try and get your knees further away from your arms, so you're longer. Yes. And then, guys, can you extend your top leg out long? Yes. Bring it in. Take it down. All right. So I'm starting in this position. My knees are actually quite far away from my body. So my knees are not directly in front of my hips. My knees are slightly forward. I'm going to lift my bum up. Okay, and then I'm going to extend. Yes. That's it, Paula. Good. Bring it down. Take it down. One more like this. Lift. Reach. Bring it back. Take it down. Now, I think you've all got it. If you wanted to, we could take it here. Lift, reach. So on the wrist now instead of the forearm, take it down. Good. The movement in my shoulder is push, lift, extend. Maybe reach, top arm long. Good. Slowly come down. Maybe you can bring it down nice and smoothly. Let me move this way a little bit. Yeah. So watch what I'm going to do now. I'm going to try and make it one smooth movement. So I'm not going to break it down so much. It's going to be lift and reach. And then lower, bring the leg in. Yes, well done, guys. And push through the shoulder, lift and reach. Close the ribs. Slowly down. Should be kind of a mixture of feelings. Let's try for 4 more. And lift. Good. And slowly down. And 3. And lift. Nice. Slowly down. Good control there. Last 2. Slowly down. Last one. Lift, hold, up. And we're going to try and pulse that top leg up. 10. 9. You can do it, Olga. 8. 7. 6. Unless it's sore, obviously. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Take it down. Whew. Great job. Amazing. Shall we do the other side? We have to start all the way back at the beginning on the other side now. All right. So, I'm just going to get my microphone out the way there. Okay, so here we are. So we're extending the legs long initially, lifting your tummy, that waist, away from the ground. Close the ribs and lift. I mean, at this stage, it should be just like so burny, yeah, in your hips. Because they both work this simultaneously. It's not like, oh, I'm working my top leg now, my bottom leg's doing nothing. It's impossible to just work one side of the pelvis, because the pelvis works as one unit. Okay, let's go for 5. Awesome. Find your center. So it's so tempting to lose your core here. 3 more. But this is an original Pilates move. And old Joseph Pilates said that all of his moves should be a total body experience. Okay, last time we lift and hold this one. Okay, it's going to be tough. So this is where we externally rotate, and we're going to take that leg back at a diagonal. So I'm going to take my leg back towards the wall behind me, keeping my ribs closed, and then bring them back. So slicing it back and bringing it forward. There's no longer a straight lift up to the sky. I'm going back. Yes. And down. Oh, goodness. My hips are on fire, guys. I don't know about you. And 3. Good. Just try and soften that supporting shoulder. Take all of that tension into your tummy, or that activation into your tummy. Okay, last time. Lift. Good. And we're going to start to walk on the moon. So, bottom leg gets involved. And we walk in space. Try and commit to it. Going for 6. I know. I feel you, Claire. 5. 4. That's one of the most amazing things about using the bands for the side leg work. It's just so intense. 2. And 1. This is where the top leg is going to come down in front of the bottom leg. Hallelujah. And you can pat it out. Oh, man. I feel the same way. Sometimes even just holding it there is going to be like just a long, painful kind of stretch. But anyway, bottom leg, okay? We're taking it back and up and down. Kind of took you there a little bit too quickly. So we want to internally rotate. Think about the knee reaching up towards the sky. Yeah? Big toe leads the way. Up and down. Nice. And up. Good. And down. Amazing. And up. And down. Good. And up. Try and make the movement a little bit slower and a little bit smoother. Up. Nice. And slowly down, keeping the lower back long, closing those ribs, lifting the waist from the floor. 5. Good. And 4. I have like so much more in my plan, and there's only 9 minutes to go, guys. We can keep that for next week. 3. And 2. Okay, this is where we lift and hold, and we're going to think about drawing little circles, flexing into the foot now. So I'm going to reach through my heel. I'm going to lift my side body away from the ground, and I'm going to start to draw those little circles. Yes. So it's probably going to be like a tug of war between wanting to collapse into your waist on the side and the height that you get through the inner thigh. Don't worry about height. Just keep that nice little lift of the waist. 5. 4. Yes. 3. 2. Keep spiraling the knee upwards. 1. Reverse it and good. 10. Spiral, spiral, internally rotate. 7. Good. 6. Reach out through the heel. 5. Lift the waist. 4. Good. 3. Almost there. 2. And last 1. And take it down. Really nice. Bring the knees on top of one another, but you're not bringing them super close in towards your body, because this is where we're coming into that little, I don't even know what it's called. It's actually prep for side plank, really. So we're coming into the lift of the bum away from the ground, and see how far away my knees are actually from my, yeah, exactly. Keeping the core, keeping your lower back in check, extend the top leg. Good. And then slowly try and take it all down in one beautiful smooth movement. Good. 4 more of these on the forearm. Push the floor away. Lift. Lift. Nice. Slowly down, controlling it with the space beneath your armpit as you come down, this chunk of muscle below your armpit. The muscles there are called your serratus anterior and your lats, helping you to descend. Okay, now you guys are all beasts who are going to go onto the wrist, most likely. There's no pressure. If you want to stay on the forearm, you can. But if you wanted to come onto the wrist, you push the floor away. You're going to come up. So you're wrapping that shoulder blade underneath you. Extend into resistance. And then reach. But don't back bend. Okay? And then maybe in a one smooth movement, you can come down. And then initiating at the shoulder. Push. Lift. Reach. Close those ribs. And slowly down, controlling with the shoulder. 4 more. You guys look awesome. And lift. Up. Reach. Good. Lower. Nice. And slow. Last 3. And lift. Up. Reach. Close those ribs. Good correction. Okay. We've got last 2. I've got 2 accountants in the class, so my counting is like, you guys need to help me at some point. Last time. Take it up. Hold. And we're going to try our best to pulse that top leg up. Close the ribs. 10. 9. Both legs should be on fire. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And down. Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, so just anatomically, like we've done a lot of outer thigh. So what I want to do just to kind of bring us towards close is come onto our knees. And again, you might need your pillow for this one because we're going to be on our kneecaps. and we're going to internally rotate our hips. So I took you one step too far too soon. We need to actually take the band to our ankles for this. Can't be around the knees. Sorry about that. So band to the ankles. You don't have to increase the resistance or anything, but just move it to the ankles. There we go. Cool. All right, so back onto all fours. Nice. The movement, I'll just change so you can see here. I'm going to literally briefly come onto my kneecaps. I'm going to find a neutral spine, and the movement is pulling the band apart, pausing, slowly bringing it back. As I do this, I want to try and avoid shifting my weight back. So I want to try and keep my shoulders above my wrists and then move. Okay, when you're ready, it's slow and controlled to open, pause, and then slowly bring it back. Good, exactly. So open, really try and challenge how much you can really pull those feet away from one another. Pause, slowly bring it back. Now you might feel the same area lighting up. That's okay, but anatomically we're just doing something different. Slowly coming back. 4 more. And pull. Find your lower abdominals here. Don't lose them. Use that to help you stay really stable. 3. Good. Slow return. 2. This is the first movement that we lose in our hips, internal rotation. We hardly ever use it, so it's good to train it. Last one, guys, hold it out, and I want you to pulse into that resistance of the band for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, good, 5. Try not to let the heads hang nice and proud through the chest. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Come back onto the forearms. Interlock your fingers. Push the floor away through those elbows. Let your neck relax. Tuck your toes under. And I want to see if you can come into a dolphin pose. So we're lifting our bums up, stretching out through the back line of the body. We're going to hold this position. Yes, guys. I've put the timer on for a minute. I know that's a really long time. Little bit of endurance here, pushing the floor away. Every time you feel your shoulders kind of sink towards the ground, push the floor away. Lengthen through the lower back. And try and hug your ribs up through the front of your body towards the ceiling. Relaxing the neck. And we breathe. Push through those forearms, guys. Push, push, push the floor away. Yes, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Probably got about 30 seconds to go. Imagine you were squeezing a block between your upper arms. So you're not thinking about the elbows splaying apart, but you're actually trying to hug the elbows towards one another. Stay with me here, guys. Push the floor away. Push it away. Lift out of those shoulders. That's the sound of liberation right there. Let's take those knees down and enjoy a shell. Well done. You guys all got that minute. Sweet. Take a shell. Amazing. It's just taking a few moments to settle into your shell here. And again, if you feel like you want to take your hands to your feet, that's always an option. And then guys, let's walk both of our hands over towards the right-hand side of the mat. So you're getting a stretch through your lats and your serratus anterior, those muscles that were helping you push the floor away. Some of them. Reach a little bit deeper along that diagonal, especially through the left arm. Maybe you can walk the fingertips of your left hand a little further along the mat.
One more big deep breath into that exposed side. And then let's walk both arms over to the other side. Reach, reach, reach. It's taking a moment to settle in, and then if you could, walk the fingertips a little further along the floor, pulling your bum back towards your heel on that right hand side. 2 more breaths here. And let's bring it back to center. Roll yourself up. And guys, can you believe it? That's 45 minutes. Done. Hey? That's absolute madness. So well done, everyone. I hope you can still stand and walk after all of that hip work. Any feedback is very welcome.